Hi, today my team and I will introduce you to the topic of social networks in a time of pandemic COVID-19. To begin, I will give you a brief introduction to the topic. We are all familiar with some one type of social network for some time, and we have the knowledge that this can affect in a positive or negative way according to the use that is given to it. Because of the isolation and distancing caused by the pandemic, the content on the network has multiplied. However, part of this information is false news, followed by fear causing mental health to be affected. Then my college will share some important information with you.
Change in the use of social networks by the pandemic. Time on social media. In January, the average use of social networks per person was 2 hours and 24 minutes. In August, it was 2 hours and 22 minutes. Number of people using social networks. In January, 97%, and in August, 99%. It increased by 2%. High interaction users. In January, 89%, and in August, 87% too. Professional users. In January, 43%, and in August, 40%, decreased 3%.
In this part, I expose the technology and the social media in our life. Researchers from UNAM consult Mexican about their habits of use of WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. In Mexico, 52.5% of WhatsApp users use the social network between 2 and 4 hours a day on average. And there is 70% who use WhatsApp for up to 6 hours a day. In this part, we can see the largest number of WhatsApp users are young people between 21 and 30 years old, while on Instagram, the highest concentration is in the range of 14 to 21 years. Facebook is the social network most used by Mexicans. Because of every 100 who use the internet, 99 have an account there. According to the survey, 15.25% of Facebook users are men and 49.75% are women. 96% consult Facebook their cell phone more than 30% browse for more than 2 hours. And almost 10% spend more than 6 hours liking, comment, and sharing. We can access the internet through different devices such as a computer or tablets. However, the smartphone is a key device when it comes to internet use. On a normal day, 18% of users use a mobile phone compared to 67% who use a computer and 16% who choose a tablet. In fact, for some users, there is only mobile phone specifically for the 70% who only use the device through the day. On the other hand, 14% connect only to the computer. In a normal day, a person usually spends 170 minutes connected to the smartphones. This means that our cell phone occupies almost 3 hours of our day. On the other hand, computer users spend 170 minutes of their daily time on device. Finally, the average time of using the table is 70 minutes a day.
Now, we're going to talk about what social networks are used the most. We use the following graph to show you the result we found. The data was collected in January 2020. We can visually observe the most used networks and the list thanks to the bars. Now, we will mention the most used networks to the least used. Facebook, 2,449 million users. YouTube, 2,000 million users. WhatsApp, 1,600 million users. Facebook Messenger, 1,300 million users. Instagram, 1,000 million users. TikTok, 800 million users. Snapchat, 382 million users. Twitter, 340 million users. Pinterest, 322 million users.
In this table, we can see that 90.4% of millennials, 77.5% of Generation X, and 48.2% of baby boomers are those that make up the profile of social network users. Millennials continue to be the generation that spends the most time on social networks, and they are also the ones who have the most access to smartphones. On the other hand, Generation X prefers the use of tablets. Lastly, baby boomers are also closing their gap with technology and becoming more and more familiar with social media platforms.